Now, continuing where I left off in the previous video, we did the 1 versus 1 life bars for player 1 and player 2. Now we're going to do simultaneous life bars. Now, what makes this unique and different is that if you're doing a 1-on-2 match or a 2-on-1 match, you want the life bars to show that it's 2-on-1, not 1-on-1, or whatever. You want to make them represent what it's representing. So we're going to copy some stuff in the original set of life bars. Since the single is coded already, we'll just copy the main positioning parts. This and this. These are the overall positions. Player 3's position is also going to be the same thing, so let's put that to 640 and 13. And player 4 is going to be the same thing, 640 and 13. Now, let's simplify this even more. Player 4 and 3 do not need scale or facing or even offset, just a sprite. Just a middle and the front sprite, that's it. So, front sprite, middle sprite. It's interesting that's animation here, but whatever. So that's that. Now, let's start by making this even more simple. Player 3 is this, not this frame. So the health gauge is 1 and the 2 is the red gauge. So mid is always the hurt, so that's going to be 3, 2, and the health is going to be 3, 1. This will be 4, 2 and 4, 1. And this is more or less player 4 and 3's life gauge. Now for player 1, we could just copy this over. So let's just copy this over. It's more or less the same thing. Thankfully the positioning is the same, so we don't have to worry about that as an issue here. Only difference is the sprites. Now he doesn't have background 1, we don't need that. For player 1, his background is going to be player 3's. That's how I organize it. Player 3's 0. So if you're playing simultaneous 2-on-1 and you pick simultaneous for player 1, it's going to pick this image. If you're playing 1 versus 2, it's going to play this image for player 1 right here. Okay, so this will be 3, and player 2 will copy the same thing just like before, and we'll paste it, and then this is also going to be 4. Simple, right? So that's 3, 3, and this is 4, 4. The values are going to be the same. Now let's try a simultaneous match, and we'll see how this looks. Good. So you see they both appear correctly. Portraits are kind of thrown over the place, and the gauge itself is it's perfect because it's the same alignment as the first one single gauge. So that takes a lot off my mind and stuff. So let's do the 3 and 4 gauge. Luckily, since both gauges are below each other and above each other like this, we can just copy the code from player 1 and use it for player 2. In this case, they're actually, the codes are correct right here. Oh, well, the range. We gotta copy this range and give it to player 3. Copy this range, give it to player 4. Because 2 and 4 are the same, 1 and 3 are the same. Now positioning is different. We're gonna go say 23. We'll add 10 to this. Sorry, not there. We'll add 10 to player 3 and 10 to player 4. This way, when you're playing simultaneous, you can see the difference in alignment.
Round 1.
Okay. Fight. See, player 4 is. Wait, is that player 4? Ah, okay. So this player's is not showing. Probably because I put the wrong number or something. Yeah, I put 3. It's meant to be the 3 here. I put 2. It's meant to be 3. So that's that. So yeah. So 23 is not good enough. It doesn't bring it down all the way. And it still doesn't show. That's really I didn't save maybe. Okay, let's see. I'm gonna make a guess here. 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 pixels down more. It'll be 7. And this will be 7. Okay, that should be it correctly. See, now it's showing, and I'm still off by 1 pixel. I'm gonna pause for a second. Haha, now I paused, and you probably didn't realize that I paused, but I did. So, okay, that's not it. Let's see. The life bars currently look like spaghetti. No, okay, so I have to move them all 1 down. So that'll be 28 and 28. And as I said before, since they are aligned the same way, everything's gonna look awesome. It'll be super easy to realign them again. I'll just copy the same code and paste it. And as I said, the power bar's also the same place. It doesn't change. So that's that. Now let's do a quick little team match and see how the gauges go down. See, look at that. They act separately like they should, and it's working more or less. Even the red part's working too. Which one am I? I think I'm the white one. Yeah, I'm the white one. Ooh! Combo. Now let's work in the portraits and the names. So luckily for us, the names and stuff could be copied over as well. So let's do the names first. Let's skip past the face and names. Alright, so this works. So we'll copy this, paste it for turns. Perfect. Turns is done. Now we'll erase this. We don't need these background codes here. Player 2 and player 3, player 1 and player 2, paste, done. Now for player 3 and 4, they're kind of like on the same level, they're just a little bit more wide, so we'll remove the scale because we're not really scaling them. And as for the positioning, let's see, I'm just going to have a wild hunch, it's going to be like 110-ish, 110-ish, and this one's going to be like, I'm gonna go with like 1150, you know? That's just random assumptions and guesses to see how this turns out. Ups. Simultaneous, and the regular ones for player 1 is good. Player 3 and 4 need to move over, so I was just guessing low values. Well, let's see. Okay, so let's go with 250. And this will be 900. Remember, you always want these things symmetrical. If something's like not aligned properly and it's not symmetrical, it looks kind of funny and retarded, and you don't want to have that. I see that. That's retarded. Yeah, I don't even know what this little mark here is, but anyways, okay, so the name's still gotta go over more for player 3. So, you know, let me see if I can just do this here. I didn't take a screenshot recently. Nope. Okay. Now, same way as before, except I'm measuring from the left now, not the sensor. If you're doing life bars or power bars, you measure from the middle. If you're doing names and portraits, you measure from the left. So this one is 45, so I need to get like let's see, I need 348. 348. That's really out there. Player 2's, I mean player 4's is gonna be oh, what am I doing? I'll have to guess player 4's, but I don't think I'll be too off when I guess this. So yeah, that looks nice. Take a screenshot of that. I thought I did this already, but I guess I didn't. 35 there. So it's all aligned. Look at the screenshot, see what I got. And I got stuff. I'm trying to get this to match up here basically. See how this one is? It's like 2 pixels off of that. Or rather, it's one pixel over. And this one is also 1 pixel over, so that's like double awesome right there. This one is several pixels over. 1, 2. So let's move this to 3, to 3 to 3, and let's check out the other player's one. That's not an updated shot with the numbers in, but let me take another screenshot of that. Okay, and look at that, it's actually perfect there. What are the odds of that? So the names are all lined up now for the portraits. I should just actually use this for measurement as well. All of the portraits will be scaled by 0.5, which is half. So face, this is all awesome for the regular face, but simultaneous face will be smaller. So let's see. Simultaneous face background, animation background, nothing whatsoever. We're just using the background sprite, and no background animation, no background animation, no background animation, please. And let's see. So we're gonna use a code called P1 face dot scale equals 0.5. This will scale it by half. P2 33 is already there, so use 0.5. You can use 0.05 like this. You don't have to. Strictly preference, I guess. Okay, so all that's scaled now, and let's take a look.
Round 1. Fight.
See, so the faces are all scaled now. We need to get them in the right position. They're all kind of all over the place. So screenshot of this. See how they are here, and match them up with the coding. Player 1's portrait is 2020. Comparing to this, 2020 is starting from the top left. It's 21. So 2020 is right here. So now let's gotta pause again, and then back, and you didn't notice that either. So let's go with the alignment here. 0, 0, top left, going down. Portrait's gonna be, wait a second, how big is this box anyways? Let's see. Inside box is 50-50. Perfect. Alright, so alignment's gonna be player 1, you shall be on position 883. Player 3, you're up position 6183. So let's see, this will be 883, and player 2 will be 6483. Is that 61? Okay, so now we'll test load this again. Oh, look at that, the portraits fit, I think. Yeah, they fit perfectly fine. Now for player those guys over there on the right side. Let's see. Now this will be kind of harder to measure because paint kind of really sucks ass when it comes to measuring this kind of stuff. But we know for a fact the value is going to be 83 for the Y value, so that's a plus at least, you know. I really gotta just guesstimate this. $11.70 and $11.70 1221. Okay, so let's see. No, $11.70 1221. Is that right? No, I think it's the other way around. 221 11.70. There you go. That looks better. Now let's test in Mugen. I might be a pixel off or something. That's perfectly fine. It's just because I can't. What the hell is that?
Round 1. Fight.
Did I like really underestimate it? Okay, let's see. I'll screenshot this thing. See all these screenshots I got here? You know what I'm gonna do with them? At the end of this video, I'm gonna like play back all of them so you. Ooh, what's the hat? I'm gonna show you what they look like in like action. Alright, so I can't tell the difference honestly between these Kung Fu men, but this guy's got to go over like 51 more pixels. Calculate the time. Player 2 is 1221 plus 51 more pixels. 1272. And this guy, I'm gonna guess the same thing. It's really tedious. I mean, before I figured out my little secret to getting the values right, it was very tedious. I mean, it took me like hours to get these codes right. And once I figured out my little method there, it became quicker. I just got lazier. That's what it all comes down to. So let's see how this looks. It looks better, but I overshot there. So let's lower these values. Trial and error at its best. 18. Okay. That looks perfect. I took a screenshot, that's why I closed it so quickly. Now let's take a look. These two fit perfectly in here. Life bars are good. And these two fit perfectly in here. Life bars are... Wait, this guy's not perfect, and he has to move over. I think this player too. Yeah. Okay, so position 71. That should make it perfect now. Now, these are the win icon things. We're going to move them down. And there's also like somewhat not universal, but they don't move. So whatever you set them to, they're going to be stuck like that through every type of life bars you have. They'll be there in the same position as simultaneous, just like the power bars. So let's see. Time, combo, round, blurg. Win icon, position. Now, this is also like the others, going from the left side 0. And this is here, so let's move them down quite a bit, just below the power bars. I forgot where they're really located in the old life bars. I think they're right here at the bottom, actually. I don't know. No, because then the big port is going to be here. Maybe here. I'll put them here. Okay, so let's see. That coordinate is going to be 14, 126. So 114, 126. 126. And that value for that side is going to be another guesstimation 1161. 1161. Okay. Now, I mean, this is not like the exact values or down to the science of getting these values. When you're working at HD circuits, it's all trial and error. And look at that. I actually got to put these the other way. Icon offset. See these icon offsets here? Offset for the next icon. Player 1's a negative value, so it's going to the left automatically, and player 2 is a positive, so it's going to the right. So we'll switch that, and player 1's going to the right, and player 2 is going to the left. And we'll see how that looks in battle.
Fight.
And look, that kind of just fixed that little issue I had just now, except I still need to move it over a bit. So let's make more guesstimations. That's going to be 20. That's going to be 55. He just died. I don't know what happened, honestly. There we go. Okay, player 1 needs to be moved over a little more. I guess I'll move player 2 over a little more too. There. 30. 30 is kind of a jump from 20, but I think it's the numbers I need. Yeah, it looks good. Okay, so let's test them. F1, love that. Icons right there, perfect. Test. Team 2's. Team 2's icon. Perfect. Now let's test the draw. Alright, no one got nothing. Good. So, there you go. These are the basics to making life bars. I will do the animations later. So let's take a recap of what we've done. First, we put the frames in for player 1 and player 2. We moved the power bar down to get out of our way to get the measurements right. Then I kind of jumped there. We did the positioning for the portraits, and yeah, we positioned the portraits. Then I did the check, just make sure that it goes down to the very tiny bit. What the hell is? Oh yeah, this is player 1's check. Then I get the gauges right. Then I did the names right. Then I did the power gauges. I was getting the feel to make sure they look right. Simultaneous, just getting the bar in, the grid, or whatever you want to call it. Then what is this? Getting the what is this? The difference? I don't know the difference. The names. Good. Now we're working on small portraits to get them into alignment. Got them in. Do some kung fu action. Now let's test a 1-on-3 match, and that will conclude this video. So 1 Kung Fu Man, simultaneous, and you see, there you go. Now when you're doing a 1 match, it's here, and simultaneous is like that. See this number here? That's the gauge for the counter. I gotta put that somewhere. Oh, it goes right here in this space. I just remember where that goes. So you know what? It doesn't conclude the video yet. Let's put those power counters where they belong. Let's see. Powerful. Here we go. And I believe this works the same way as wait a second. 256. Why don't I see that? Oh, wait a second. I think this is one of those other retarded things where the number appears based on yeah, I believe this appears based on the sensor of the screen, not like the left. So let's just take a quick look at this here. Number that give me green. Go to the center. 640, good. 640 going over this way. That's 259, which is, it's rough, but that's basically the same number as what I need it to be. So 0 is going to be the middle. I don't know why, it's kind of stupid. So let's try this. Negative 529.67. Negative 529.67. 67. And from there to here, it's going to be same thing. Except minus 1, 528. Save this. Check. Now, I don't care if this is right. Point is, you get how the power bars is. Okay, you know, it's way off now, but it's still there in the corner, right? It's kind of bugging me now, so I guess I'll fix it. 80, 80, 10, 10. Much better, but kind of off. 15, 14, 100. As I said, there is no power bar for player 3 or 4, so the counter for 1 and 2 works the same for everything else, and that's just ridiculous. Now I went too low. 90. That's the in-between number. No, not save as, save. Alrighty, so let's see. That is practically bingo right there. I'll add one there to make that look right. See, look at that. Gauges work perfectly fine. Everything's good. There's the red. Gauges go up. Lose the 1000.
KO.
Epic Kung Fu palm. He kills himself doing it. That's awesome. That's awesome. See, so there you go. Basics of life bars. Now in the next tutorial, I'll have the animations ready, and we'll go over fight animations and stuff. Okay. So congratulations, you just learned how to code life bars. Sorry for the long introduction in the previous video. Thanks for watching. Bye.